really easy way to get those beautiful old Hollywood waves, so let's get started. My bangs are actually really short when you push them to this side, so I just pushed them to the other side. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take each little section and use some light hold hairspray and brush that through. And I'm going to take this side and curl it all that direction, and take this side and curl it all that direction. So 1 inch this way and pretty much 1 inch this way. So if you want more of a natural wave, I would use bigger sections or a bigger curling iron, whichever one you prefer. So what I'm going to do is take the curl after I've curled it and put it up to my head and pin it in place. Make sure you get in the end and then under the other round of the curl. That way you don't have a crease. You can also use a wand curling iron. I like that look better, but honestly I'm not very good at doing it on myself, so this is what we're doing. Basically we're pinning up the curls so that they cool in a better form than just letting them hang loose. By the way, before I blow dried my hair, once I got out of the shower, I set it with this really great product by Paul Mitchell called Thicken Up Styling Liquid. It's really nice and light, but it gives it just enough hold for you to set your hair for what you're wanting it to do without being too heavy or greasy or anything like that. Make sure that you're pinning it at the base of where you curled it. That way you get a little bit more lift. The easiest way to get your hair to hold is to hairspray your strand of hair before you curl it. Before. I get girls that tell me all the time, oh, you'll never get my hair to stay for prom, it doesn't ever want to do anything, it doesn't have any hold to it at all, and then they come back and tell me that they wore their hair like that for the next 2 days. And that's really all that I do, is I set it with light hold hairspray and brush it through. Because if you're just styling your hair how you want and then you're just hairspraying it, you're really just weighing it down by creating this hold on the outside, and by the end of the night you haven't put any hold or product on the rest of your hair. Sometimes I wear my curls for a couple of days and I don't have any body or wave or anything. Hairspraying the strand helps also with smoothing out those little frizzies that you may have and just giving it overall a better shine and quality to the look. Okay, so since I started back here and everything's cool, I'm just going to start taking out my bobby pins. I'm just going to use my wide teeth comb and start combing it out. And so now I'm just going to go through brushing it out a little bit and kind of separating it. Every little indent, like right here, right here, right here of the curl, I'm going to brush down and then tease up. On this side, I'm going to do a faux finger wave. I'm going to brush this very top section back and kind of put my finger right here and then bring this part forward so it gives you that really pretty S pattern. And once again, where the curl comes in, I'm going to brush that up a little bit. Give it a spray. I'm going to hold this in place since I like what I see up there. Smooth that out, and now I'm going to kind of set that in there and spray it. Hold what I just did, comb it out a little bit, brush that part of the curl up, and spray in place. I lift this first section up and put in a bobby pin. I'm going to slide it in and then twirl it that way so it gives me a better hold without it looking like I have anything in my hair. So I'm going to slide it up underneath what I did and then twirl it upwards. For the back, I'm probably just going to spray my curls a little bit and scrunch them up because most old Hollywood look is all about the framing and the sculpting around the face, and then the rest is just kind of adds to it. But I think this side is looking pretty good, so let's move on to this side. I love this softer look. It's so much more glamorous and sleek looking instead of just the real scrunchy, crunchy curls. So since this side already looks like kind of how I want it to look, I'm just gonna start brushing it in place. Yeah, that looks really good. Sometimes you have to do more work, and sometimes it just does what you want it to do. When you tease, make sure you brush down or comb down, and your hair should look like that. It should not move before you comb it back down. Otherwise, it's not going to stay for you. The trick to teasing is to tease in your new section with the section you just teased. So you're basically creating like a nest at the base of your hair. Instead of teasing this part, I'm just going to lift it up and hide a little bobby pin under there so it gives me some height. I'm going to comb it back a little bit, put a little spray in there to get me some more hold. And I'm just going to pinch it and see what happens here. You might not want it this high. If not, just push it down where you want it. Pull it back a little bit. And pin in place. I already like this side a lot because it's really framing my face nice. Start combing little sections. Let's give it a little more tease. Let me know what you think, and don't forget to like my YouTube video on YouTube. It's really nice to get Facebook likes, but YouTube is highly suggested. Thanks, guys!
Shape-shifting
Of
as
course,
the
you
ice
need
flows,
hairspray.
sirens flock above the snow.
My husband's texting me.
I
So
wonder
I dropped my hairspray.